Hello, everybody. Welcome. So, we've been shifting house and I'm unable to shoot. Even now, I'm shooting with one hand. I don't have any tripod to shoot and all. I'm sorry for the delay in the uploads. And before I start this video, I would want to give you a small disclaimer. This is my absolute bare skin. I didn't even wash it with face wash, just with water when I had my bath. And I used to apply a bit of compact powder and a bit of lip balm. And I used to shoot my previous videos, if you can notice. That is, I used to use a baby lips lip balm. I don't have anything on my face. The reason why I have kept it bare is because I want you people to see and that what you do in your teens or what you do in over a period of time is what accumulates on this phase. Okay, I'm about to turn 26 or say complete 26. That means I'm 25 right now, and I have started skincare say around 21 or 22. Okay, so this video is dedicated to teenagers, and this video is going to be quite long until my hand pains because I'm shooting with my hand, as I said. Um, and one of my subscribers have been requesting me so much. Her name is Ritu. So Ritu, yeah, this is firstly dedicated to you, and then later on to all the teenagers. This is going to be quite a long video, and I'm going to share, of course, skincare for teenagers, and not only that, few things that I wish I knew in my teenage or perhaps teenagers should take care about. Okay, the first and foremost thing in teenagers especially is management of stress, because you're in that phase of life where your 10th class plus 1 plus 2 matters a lot, and everybody says it matters a lot. Honestly, what I feel is if you're someone who wants to build your career depending only on your studies, then plus 1 plus 2 is definitely life changing, at least in India. Life becomes easy once you do well in your plus 2 in all the competitive exams, I mean. So you have humongous amount of stress and that competition and that comparison with others. That is the first thing every teenager should take care about. I'm talking about like from 14 to 19, say 14 to 18, all the 3 4 years that you go through. And what happened to me is when I landed up in engineering, that was even more stressful to me than my plus one plus two, because I knew that it was one of the huge and unwise and perhaps the worst disastrous decisions of my life. None of the subjects were into my head, and somehow I knew that was not for me. My heart doesn't beat for engineering at all. So that was also a big stress to me. So, yeah, all of these things you tackle in your teenage. So, naturally, when there is a hormonal this thing, when your stress is increased, there is an imbalance in hormones for sure. When your stress levels are higher, definitely cortisol secretion is higher, and you tend to eat more and more, and especially the junk. And honestly, definitely, obviously, your hormones are out of whack and out of balance, which is why you get a lot of pimples. Okay, keeping pimples apart, first of all, suppose if you have darkness on the neck like this, see, initially, now I have now a little, earlier I used to have much. I am seeing teenagers who are 13 and 14 who have a darker neck than me. People around me, I'm watching them. It is a very straight indication that you should reduce your carbohydrates and start exercising, though you are in your teens. So always keep in mind that your neck doesn't go darker. That's one of the indications that I neglected in my teens, and it has costed me now and costing me now a lot. And the other thing is, if you're a woman, female especially, see that you have regular periods. Regulate your hormones, fix your cycle in your teenage itself. Whatever if food allergies you have, like milk, lactic, or say eggs, non-veg, whatever, few people may not be, few bodies are not meant to tolerate hormones from outside, like from milk, from eggs, or from chicken, etc. If your body is like that, then eliminate all of that and eat clean. Being a teenager, eat 2 fruits and 2 vegetables every day, raw or semi-cooked. If vegetables, like, saute them for a couple of minutes and then you can have it. These are the foundations. You can have any nuts or any seeds every day in like 1 tablespoon of quantity and you're good to go. Being a teenager, you have good metabolism. So maybe even if you take a little bit more carb, you can perhaps, perhaps digest it, and your body can go through that easily. That will be done. So these are very important things. And other important thing I want to tell you is your hair is very important. Your hair is the crown, and I've always had thin hair and I never knew what it meant. Now I know it, but I wish I knew it earlier, because if I were if I were to advise a teenager of my type, then I would tell her not to even put on fat, because that will ruin your life when you have thin hair especially. Few people I'm seeing these days, very few children, be it less than 10 years or be it less than 5 years. The thickness of the scalp, I mean the hair density is less. That is, I don't know what are the reasons. I have to still do research. As of now, what I've understood it is because women are giving birth to children after 30s and all. By then their hormones are only low, and what will they give the child? So that is the first thing that I've understood. And secondly, of course, the amount of pollution and toxins that goes into mother's womb when she was pregnant also has a huge effect on the child. But if you are someone like that, a teenager who has a low density of hair on this crown, even I have low density of hair and almost going bald now, frankly. Um, you got to be taking care of your estrogen. Please always get check your estrogen and see that it's always in a good level. Don't avoid all these milk, all these chicken, external hormones and all. If you want to eat chicken, get the desi chicken, and you can have it, and you can eat mutton, but organic and hormone free things are very important when you want to take care of your hair, and especially your estrogen hormone. Because of estrogen, many things happen. But if your hair, where I'm talking about your hair, when you want to take care of your hair, it's important that you see your estrogen levels are good. Okay, I've spoken about estrogen toxicity in my previous videos as well. So these are the foundations. These are the basics. Sleep for 7 hours. I'm not saying 8 hours. At least sleep happily for 7 hours. Don't compare yourself with others. You're good as you are. Okay. I know this part might not be interesting to you, but what you've asked for, skincare. Yeah. Coming to skincare, the basic thing a teenager would always need is the first thing, just a basic aloe vera gel, nothing else. Honestly, don't give your skin the chemicals right in your teens and spoil it. Every cream and every serum comes with some or the other forms of chemicals, or you know all that has to be dealt once you start using skincare. So that is important, and the basic thing that you need to have is aloe vera, unless you're allergic to it. And another thing is, the most of us keep using is the Himalaya face wash. That's why I'm showing you this. But you should have a basic face wash or a glycerine based soap. You need to clean your face in the night. If you have severe acne, maybe then your doctor will prescribe you the required things and you can use it. And another basic thing that a teenager should have is a sunscreen. Any basic sunscreen, if you're at home, like this one should do good. If you're going out, stepping out, any physical sunscreen, mind you, chemical sunscreens are only uh, very recent times they have been, and there's no much study on them. If you see, like 10 years ago, people used to say oxobenzene, evobenzene, use that, use it. And now they say, no, 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 zinc oxide physical sunscreen. Because every new thing that comes is not revolutionary, because there's no much study on it. Everything needs a prolongated study, and only then we can rely on it. So a zinc oxide based sunscreen, I've shown you this because this is zinc oxide based. And a night cream, a basic night cream, any moisturizer. Night cream, by that I mean not anti-aging and all. A basic moisturizer which has vitamin E. So this one has, I think, I don't know if this one has vitamin E. No, this one doesn't have, but use something as a basic moisturizer. Or if you're having a lot more dryness, or you see your skin dull in your teens only, then using vitamin E will help you out. If you still like now, see, I am not using niacinamide for quite a long time, maybe 2 months, and now I've got pimples, but they've gone. But see, look at the marks, look at the red marks I'm left with. Niacinamide will really help you. So this is recently I've ordered this one. So if you have a persistent acne or open pores, or say dark spot or pigmentation or whatever problem, don't go for prescription or any other thing until you're 18 and 19. Be happy, just use niacinamide. So the only two actives that you're including in your skincare are vitamin E and vitamin B3, nothing more than this. Once you're 21 and all, then you can think about vitamin C, etc. So the basic thing is sunscreen, a face wash, and a moisturizer with vitamin E, or a basic moisturizer. And what else? A B3 if you want to still enhance and support your skin system. So yeah, this is what I would suggest, and take care of your hair And suppose if you do not you have, most of the teenagers are pale these days. If so, then use an iron kadai, or else what you can do is dex orange. You need B12 for the iron to be absorbed, and also some vitamin C. So stock up always on fruits and vegetables and keep munching them. At the same time, reduce your meal frequency. Eat 4 times a day with a gap of 3 hours, and that should be good enough. 12 hours, and the remaining 12 hours happily let it rest so that you increase in your height. And there's a lot more reparative actions that go into your body. So that is also very important. If this video is too long, I'm sorry. I hope this was informative. Thank you so much for watching.